Hi guys, this is Kareal and welcome back to RealTalk PH, kung saan ang bawat kwento ay totoo at bawat salita ay mula sa puso. Today's episode is something many of us need but often forget, finding joy in the quiet moments. Alam mo ba, sa mundo ngayon na sobrang ingay, not just with sound, but with notifications, pressure, expectations, and comparison, minsan, the hardest thing to do is to just be still. We scroll, we chase, we run, we talk, but we rarely pause. And yet, it's in those pauses where life actually breathes. It's in the quiet where healing begins. When was the last time you truly sat in silence? No phone, no background music, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. For most people, that question is hard to answer. Because silence feels uncomfortable. It forces us to face ourselves, our worries, our fears, our emotions. But that's also where the magic happens. The quiet moments allow us to listen, not just to the world, but to what's inside of us. Our body, our mind, our soul, they all speak, but we often drown them out. You see, joy doesn't always come from excitement. Sometimes joy is gentle. It's not loud laughter in a crowd. It's that soft smile when you wake up early and see the sunrise. It's drinking your morning coffee and realizing, okay, I'm still here. I'm breathing. I'm alive. It's the peace you feel when you're alone, but not lonely. In our culture, people often connect happiness with busyness. Kapag maraming ginagawa, productive ka, successful ka, masaya ka. But busyness doesn't always mean fulfillment. Sometimes it's a mask we wear to hide from the quiet, kasi ayaw nating marinig ang mga tanong ng puso natin. Masaya pa ba ako sa ginagawa ko? Ginagawa ko pa ba ito para sa sarili ko o dahil kailangan lang? Those are hard questions, and silence is the only space where we can really answer them. You know, I used to think being alone was sad. Na kapag tahimik, parang may kulang. Pero habang tumatanda ako, I realized the quiet moments aren't empty, they're full. Full of lessons, of peace, of truth. Because when everything else fades, the noise, the people, the chaos, what's left is you. And that's where joy quietly grows. Let me share something real. There was a time when I felt lost. No direction, no excitement, just routine. Every day felt like a repeat of the last. And one morning, instead of rushing, I just stopped. I made coffee, sat by the window, and stared at the rain. That silence, that nothingness, it hit me. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't trying to fix anything. I wasn't forcing myself to be okay. I was just being. And somehow, that was enough. Sometimes, joy is not about adding more. It's about removing what doesn't matter. We fill our lives with noise, too much social media, too many people's opinions, too many shoulds. But when you strip those away, what's left is simple. Peace, gratitude, and contentment. And that's where real joy lives, not in the noise, but in the stillness that follows. If you're listening to this right now and feeling tired, overwhelmed, or lost, maybe the world has been too loud lately. Maybe what you need isn't motivation or another to-do list. Maybe what you need is quiet. Turn off your phone for a while. Take a walk without earphones. Sit outside and just breathe. You'll notice little things again. The sound of birds, the wind brushing against your skin, the smell of rain. That's life reminding you that you're part of something bigger, something calm, something alive. Happiness doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. And if we're too busy, we'll never hear it. So take this as a gentle reminder. You don't need to chase every noise. You don't need to fill every silence. You don't need to prove your joy. Because real joy doesn't need an audience. I know life can be hard, and there are days when silence feels heavy, like it's holding all your pain, your doubts, your unspoken words. But that's also what makes it powerful. It gives space for healing. If you're in that season now, in between chaos and calm, trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Sometimes God works the loudest in our quietest moments. So tonight or tomorrow morning, find time to pause. Don't rush to fill the silence. Just sit with it. Let your heart slow down. Let your thoughts wander. Let your soul catch up with your body. You might be surprised. The peace you've been chasing has been there all along. And that's what finding joy in the quiet moments truly means. It's not about isolation, it's about connection, not with the world, but with yourself. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below your favorite quiet moment, something simple that gave you peace lately. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and share this podcast if it helped you reflect today. Because someone out there might need the same reminder that even in silence, there is beauty. Even in stillness, there is joy. And even in the quiet, you are not alone. This is Kareal, and this is Real Talk PH, reminding you to pause, breathe, and find joy in life's quiet moments. See you in the next episode.